Oh, Alexa, turn lights on.
Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, so allow me to apologize for just joining. I had a challenge locating the Zoom credentials. And I'm terribly sorry about that. Something came in yesterday for yesterday's class, but didn't check to see that today's class was also attached to that email. So I was looking for something pretty recent. All right. Welcome to pre-calculus. If you are not in School of Business or Environmental Studies or doing the computer application in business from the School of Computer Studies, it means that you are in the wrong space. If you're a tourism student, a library student, a performing arts student, this is not the place for you. It's going to be a semester of lots of work. It's going to be a semester where we have to hit the ground running. We can't be wasting time because by the time you quint, it's time for exams. It's going to be a fun course, but one that requires lots of work. So if you don't plan to do lots of work, this is not the place. You're in the wrong class. I'm not scaring you, but I'm just telling you, it is only useful for me to tell you the truth than for you to come in and expect that it's going to be a bed of roses. And in reality, it's not. So I'm being very honest with you to say that you're going to be required to do lots of work. It's going to be a semester long worth of studying. But I'm confident that you are ready for the challenge. I'm confident that we're going to be having a fabulous time together. And I'm also confident that you're going to be doing very well. I don't teach students to fail. If you fail, it is your responsibility, not mine. If you come to class and you show up, you do my assignments, you participate in class, and let me just pause right there. I said good afternoon after I apologize. Yes. And there are only two distinct voices that I heard that acknowledge my good afternoon. Only two.
Good afternoon, sir.
No, keep that. And then I said to myself, oh my goodness, I am going to have a challenge with this group. Even just by the fact that I said good afternoon, and no three, one just said it, no three students who would have said good afternoon. So I'm really hoping that it's not going to be that case, where it is that you guys are going to unmute and have a conversation with me. You can't learn online where it's that you just sit down and expect that you're going to be learning by diffusion. That won't work. You can't learn by diffusion. You have to participate. You have to speak up in class. You have to get with the time. You have to talk to me. I ask questions, you respond to me. If not, I'm going to mute. We are here to learn. We are here to strengthen each other. Somebody in the class don't understand something, you have a grand opportunity to explain to that person what it is that they may be missing. So I am going to be depending on you for taking us through for the semester. And I'm serious about it, you know. Matter of fact, let me just tell you what I did last semester, in the summer semester. I had a class of about 15 students. And every night I come to class, students, you need to talk to me, you need to talk to me and ask a question. And everybody shut up in the class. And I said, you know what, have a nice day. And I left. I don't have time to waste. You, ladies and gentlemen, are even students and you pay your own tuition. So I sure you don't have time to waste either. So I'm just hoping that we will have a productive semester, one where I can truly say that teacher and student are really moving along. Importantly, students are learning and later on they're able to reproduce in getting excellent grades. As it relates to respect, I have zero tolerance for rudeness. Zero tolerance for rudeness. I give you respect first, and then as a basic request is that I'm asking you to give me back some respect. So I'll be the first to give the respect. I go from 0 to 100 in a millisecond. It doesn't mean anything to me whether or not you're older than I am. I'm still a teacher for the class. Class attendance is a must. If it is that you have a challenge, I would expect that you see beforehand that you're going to be having a challenge. And if it is that you come late, you know, send an apology for being late. Just like I came on, I could have come on and say, okay, we're ready to begin, but I could not be good etiquette. What is going for me to acknowledge that I'm late? I'm telling you why it is that I'm late. I wasn't late because I wasn't ready. I just couldn't find some credentials. I know you'll have challenges at times, but just as how you treat your place of work, I want you to treat my class equally. And I'm talking about those honest people who go to work and work. As it relates to collaboration, yes, we know we do our stuff remotely, but your exams are face to face. I may arrange for the class to come in to do their mid-semester exams. I also will request that whenever we're doing a class test, that you must have a device that has a camera, and the camera should be on. If it is that you are in a situation where, say for example, you're in commute, class starts at 5, so I know some people are still traveling home. If I'm calling upon you, it is only fair for you to drop in the chat. Sir, I'm traveling home. Sir, I'm driving. Sir, I'm on a bus. Sir, I'm listening in, but I can't talk. So that at least when I call upon someone, somebody can say, oh, sir, the person is driving and I can't talk. That is a no. It is not nice. It feels lonely on this side when I'm teaching and I'm trying to have a conversation with students and I'm calling upon students and nobody's answering me. And everybody sit down and think that is cute. But if I were to ever have done that to any of you, you'll be the first to complain to your department that this teacher don't have any manners because whatever. So what you don't like for yourself, don't give it to others. Yeah, I'll pause there. Are there any questions? As I go along, I will give you one or two anecdotes, but are there any questions of me just now?
Sir, you mentioned something about camera. What was that?
When we're doing our assessments, I'm going to ask you to put your cameras on.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody has a question that they need to ask?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Mid-semester, you said you mentioned us coming in. For those who are not living in Kingston, what arrangement can be made for that?
Okay, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. So having a communication to let me know, I can give you alternatives.
Okay.
You might go to. All right. Are there any other questions? Ask me the
Yes,
questions.
sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, I wasn't hearing clearly when you mentioned something about mid-semester. I'm not sure if you say it is face-to-face or what. Could you just clarify that for me, please?
All right. So I'm saying to you, I may ask you to come in face to face for your mid semester. I don't know what it is that I'm doing yet. For those of you who are out of Kingston, I will introduce you to a proctor system that we have in place. So it means that you'll have to have your mid semester proctored, and that's a whole different ball game that you'll have to get this information about how it is that you'll go about proctoring an exam. If I'm giving a regular class test, I may give it a class test in camera, and your cameras will have to be on. So it is that I can see what is happening. I know you students have different ways of communicating because you may be saying that you're using the camera, the technology, whatever it is, but let's say you're downloading stuff, you're running your papers through all manners of things, and then you're writing on the answers to give me. Let me just burst your bubble. My math papers go through a software, and the same internet that you're getting the information from is the same internet that is going to help me to identify where you get the stuff from. And I will send it off to you and give you a big fat 0. All right. And you can take that 0 to the head of school. And then when you take the 0 to the head of school, you explain to the head of school what it is that you did to earn that 0. Honesty is the best policy. And I don't want to be associated with a student who has completed their course of study and move on into industry to start work and can't perform simple duties and say, "Oh, which school you used to go?" You say, "It's such a point to college." You say, "Hey, you know, Mr. Shan?" You say, "Yeah, him did teach me." That's not going to be a nice thing because I'm sure I'm going to get a concept. Why, sir? No. So I'm hoping that we can be on the same wavelength and that we can see eye to eye just for one semester. So bear on with me. If you ask me, I think I am a fun-loving person. Some students will say to you that I will get mental when I give work and I don't get it. I will get mental when I ask you to do your own preparations and you find all the excuses in the books to give me to tell me why it is that you can't do the assigned task. So work with me. Trust me, I'll work with you. And together we'll see us moving on to business calculus next semester. Pre-calculus is the prerequisite for business calculus. So if you fail pre-calculus, you can't move on to business calculus. And you're not being able to move on to business calculus. You're not even able to move on to business statistics as well. So it means if you fail the pre-calculus here, come next semester, you'll have to take up pre-calculus again because you can't move on with those 2 courses without the pre-calculus. Allow me to congratulate you for moving on to your second year of the program. I know some of you are in your first year. I know some of you are in your second year because you didn't have the foundational courses and you're now qualified for pre-calculus. Welcome to all the first and second year students. Are there any other questions?
Yeah. Mr. Sean,
Go ahead, please.
I am unable to select pre-calculus. I'm getting a prerequisite override request.
Right, no problem, right.
As
Go
request.
ahead.
I
No
submit.
problem. You submitted it already?
Yes, from yesterday.
All right, no problem. The truth is I've started those overrides, but they are many. All right, Anne-Marie, you're the one who just spoke?
Yes, sir.
All right, do me a favor. The rest of you, Anne-Marie, are you using a laptop or are you using a phone or a tablet for the class? No.
For the class now, I'm using a phone.
You can't help me then. Is there anyone using a computer? Afternoon.
Yes, sir. Afternoon.
Afternoon. Go ahead, Brittany. Are you using a computer?
Yes, sir.
All right, come. I'm going to give you some more please and thanks. All right, for those of you who have, oh crap, how do I do this? For those of you who have submitted a prerequisite override, I'm going to ask that you how do I do this? All right, so I'm going to ask that you drop your ID numbers for me in the chat, and I'm going to ask Brittany. Is it Brittany? No? Oh, Brittany.
Brittany, but Brittany is fine as well.
Okay, I'm just seeing that. So it's actually Brittany, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask Brittany to just look in the chat for me. And Brittany, if you could just copy all those ID numbers and put it in like a Microsoft Word document or yeah, just copy them in one place, a Microsoft Word file, and then I'll tell you how it is that you can send it off to me so that I can specifically look for the pre-calculus students to do the overrides.
No problem.
Thank you, my dearest. All right, now, so this is one of the things, guys. You are big people. When I was in high school teaching, I did everything for my students. I will not do everything for you. I will come and teach class. But any housekeeping matters, you are going to do it yourselves. I was abused on, we call it, in WhatsApp by a very rude student. Not summer last, but the summer before. And I took a decision not to go into any more WhatsApp group with students. However, I encourage you to create a WhatsApp group so that if I were to send a student an email for arguments, they can ask to share the information with the class. That information can be shared pretty quickly. I think more students respond to their WhatsApp messages quicker than they do their emails. I will also ask the class to generate an email listing, or I can maybe do that from Canvas. So I will email you information as it becomes necessary. But students, the respect is due because other students now will technically suffer from not just me, but there are some other lecturers who don't go into WhatsApp with the students again because some students are just very rude and very abusive. And I'm not going to be subjecting myself to any levels of abuse from any student. So I've taken that decision. But outside of that, though, I believe I will have, and I'm hoping to have a good semester review, and that I can take you through realizing your dreams, and that I can afford you the opportunity to to appreciate mathematics even more. I know some of you will say to me, and I'm not going to ask you because I don't want to get vexed tonight, if you like math, because I'm sure many of you, there's a love-hate relationship, or you just don't like hate it. So wherever you fall along the spectrum, just know that you are going to do well. I want you to start speaking positive things into your being. You are going to do well. All right. Now, I'm giving you some strategies to study. I am not telling you to go to the people's work and study on the job. That is dishonest. They are paying you for 8 hours a day, and you need to give them 8 solid hours. What I'm, however, suggesting is, say I give you some formulas, like what I will start off with tonight. So I give you some formulas, and you are working with those formulas, but you have a challenge remembering those formulas. If you're allowed to have your cell phone with you at work, you can put it in front of you. So every time you glance at the cell phone, you're glancing at a particular formula. So it is that you can remember it. Or you write it on a piece of paper. And you challenge yourself that I'm putting 2 formulas on the paper. And before the end of the day, I must know those 2 formulas. So every day should be a learning experience for you. When you get to lunchtime, link up with some of your friends and have a working lunch. You're not having a half an hour lunch or 1 hour lunch, whatever the situation. You can call your friends and say, okay, we'll work this one question together. And we're having a WhatsApp call. You can put yourself on video call and show the questions. Where you have your difficulties, then you call the teacher in. All right? So I'm expecting lots out of you students this semester. It's been a while that I've not marked some exam scripts and I get 100% pass. Always have 1 or 2 students who decide to them not gonna work and spoil up a grade sheet. But if you put your mind to it, it will happen. Okay. So I'll ask one last time now. Are there any other questions before we move in?
Sir,
Go ahead, sir.
Linford Harris here.
Yes, sir.
Earlier, I joined a bit late. My apologies. However, earlier I heard you saying something about emails. Will most or all of our classwork and such the like be posted to Canvas?
I will let you know. There's a conversation that I need to have with the senior administrators. So that's one of the questions that I'll let the class know you.
Okay, sir.
Bless you. Any other questions, please?
Yes, sir. And that was one of the questions that I was gonna ask. And also, I am the type of person, I'm not one of the rude ones. So I've never been rude to any of my instructors. I'm known as lovely and very participative. But however, the email, sir, is it possible to have the number instead? Because I like to call if I don't know something. I am that persistent. And I do not disturb instructors otherwise. So I would really appreciate.
I'll pray about it, Priscilla. Help me pray. Help me pray about it. But I'll pray about it.
Pray.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Help
gonna
me
pray
about
for all of us.
Yeah, man. Help me pray, and then we'll see what can happen. All right. I just feel that there is one person in the class that has a burning question and you don't want to answer. I don't want to ask me. Hello, I don't like story. Wow, this class is large. How many of you? Wow.
Sir, question.
Go ahead, please.
What are your passes like?
My passes? Oh Lord Jesus. You're Jody now trying to figure out whether or not you must stay in this class or find another class. So all right. And then now someone is going to say, your brother conceited, you see. The truth is, students generally do well in my class. Sometimes I get 100% pass. There are times I don't get 100% pass, but I may get a 70 or 80 or 90% pass. There's always a student or
a small group of students who just don't follow my instructions and believe that they're going to be great. This is how they did math, and nothing that I say to them will change, and they end up failing. So if you follow my instructions, students, I guarantee you 100%. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to guide you. I had a recent reflection as I, had to do some travel over the holiday. One for not so pleasant and one was a little pleasant. So the not so pleasant one, I went and I just was reflecting on the sanctity of life to see how you're here today and then tomorrow you're gone. And then I sat in a particular mode of transportation and I said to myself, but look how me fool do. I don't know who is moving this instrument, but I gave my 100% trust that this person can take me from one country to the other country. And many of you in this class, I know, are frequent travelers. I'm not asking. I know that for a fact. And you enjoy going and you enjoy coming back. And you enjoy going and you enjoy coming back. And many times you've never seen who is moving that mode of transportation. You've never seen a person, but you trust the person. Another thing, many of you will jump on a bus or an Uber and you never go and check to see that all the tires are on the car or they're inflated, but you trust the process. Okay. The moral of that is that I want you to trust me. I want you to trust me. I have been teaching for quite a while and I've been teaching this course for quite a while. Trust me. If Sir said a user make a day, don't lose it. Sir has a reason why he said don't lose it. All right? And outside of that, you should be fine. Have I answered the question?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay, good job. Go ahead.
Question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is pre-calc to learn over the phone?
How difficult is pre-calculus over where?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is pre-calc to learn over, over Zoom rather than in person?
Listen to me, man. This is my class. The only thing that is missing from my online class is the person-to-person interaction, the face-to-face interaction. And that's why I'm saying to you, you have to allow my class to come alive. By when I ask a question, you unmute and you answer my question. That is what is important. Failure to do that, it is going to be a drag. But my class is supposed to be lively. It's the end of the work day. I understand, I'm aware. And I know after my class, you are going to have a 7 to 9 class. I'm aware of all of that. It is really, you're asking the wrong person. Maybe I should ask the past student to come and talk to you. But it is really not bad. Once you have a device, I prefer to don't use a cell phone though, because sometimes the cell phone don't zoom out as much and you're not seeing clearly what it is that I do. But yeah man, you're good to go, man. You come to class and you do your thing and you're Chris. I promise you. After today's class, you can come back to me and tell me, say, sir, nope, this is not working out. All right. So I'm going to begin. I'm wondering what I should do. Should I try using that device or? Okay, try this one. Keep on work with it with the other one. All right, so let me go to. Are you all seeing my whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to see if I can. Okay. Every time I turn on the whiteboard, there are students who Oh, thanks, Brit. There are students who decide that they're going to be writing alongside with me. So it's because I don't want to start writing yet. You know what? One thing before I move, I need to talk about. Students, you must be registered here. I don't check my registration yet, but you must be registered. If you're not registered, you can have topics because I've been asked you to lead the class and go sort out the registration. You have to be registered. Fees and times. Just make sure you do it. I know this is the first week and some people are still trying to sort themselves out. I'm not going to rush it today. Matter of fact, I won't rush it for this week. And an opportunity. Let me have class Tuesday and Thursday.
I think so.
Yeah. So I'll give it this week so you can sort out yourself. Well, for next week, Tuesday, God willing. Sure. All right. I have two writing devices. I am going to be using one of them. If you're not seeing clearly on this one, I will take a minute or two to set up the other device. Hopefully it works well. But we need to start. And can anybody read that?
Laws of indices.
Good job.
Sir, you can change the font.
Jody, and that was you about to Jody?
I
Was that
don't
Jody?
think
Who
I
was
think
that?
Jody,
Who was
but
that? Who said must change the font a while ago?
not sure what the person maybe thinks you're using a phone, but them don't realize that you write like that.
So that's why this is my handwriting. That could be a good thing or it could be a very bad thing. All right, so it's laws of indices. I'm going to go through some laws. There are a few of them, and I'll go through and I'll take my time so that you can understand it. Now, hear me out. Don't come to a class and then say to yourself, I will learn this when I get out of class. You're not going to learn it. Trust me. You're not going to learn it. When you come to class, turn up and turn on the learning mode. Because if you don't learn it in a class, they'll come up to class next class to frustrate me, to frustrate yourself, and to frustrate the classmate. So try learn it. All right? Now, when I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I add my powers. When I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I add my powers. So what I mean by that? Thank you for asking. So if I give you A to the M, that A is known as my base, and this M is known as my index, my power, or my exponent. So I can use one of three names for it. My index, plural, is indices. Don't let me hear any of you say indexes. That don't make no sense. Plural, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything. I don't know how this will come off to you, but can you space out the letters them a little for me, please? I know your writing is cursive, but you're writing very stylish.
Panic, you just crushed my feelings a while ago.
I'm so sorry, sir. I don't need to. That's why I was saying if I could change the
All
font,
right.
but I realized it's the writing.
All right. Anybody else having a problem with
Sir, we can't understand the writing.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Sir
you're writing
cannot
bad.
write. That's the sir cannot write properly, people. Just understand.
I'm
All
not sure
right.
if that's the way I write, but I understand.
Thank you, Jody. You and I went to good school. The rest of them never go school. All right.
I think you were supposed to be a doctor, because only doctor write like that.
Oh boy, this is Speaker Me Day. All right, I'll try my best. It's all right, yeah. And you know the funny thing about it, none of the man them now come out and say, no man, the bridging drag. All right, man. You see, Ewart and Fabian and Fitzroy and Henry. That's honesty. And Linford. That's honesty.
Sir, you hardly find a man now with good penmanship, you know. So then I go send out, because they know so they write too.
Okay. That was harsh. Never mind. I'll try and write better. Maybe I'll try and write in script and not cursive. Okay. So when we speak about the thing up top is called an exponent. Sometimes you hear they talk about it being an index, and sometimes you hear they talk about it being a power. So any of those three names can be used interchangeably. All right. And in one sentence, I may talk about, and the index is that, no, but the power is that, the exponent is that, no, say the same something I talk about. All right. And then the bottom one, B for B, base. It's all about the base, about the base. The base is down there, so. And the other one is the power. So when you see me have A to the M multiplied by A to the N, it means that I am multiplying and the bases are the same. So once I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm going to be adding my powers. Let me give you an example. Say I have 3 to the third power multiplied by 3 to the fifth power. What do you think that is going to be?
Please, sir, what do you think it's gonna be?
Right.
3 to the 8.
3 to the 8
3 to
power.
the 8 power. 3 to the 8 power. Correct. Very good. It's going to be equals to 3 to the 8 power. Can you see that? It's so easy it is? That's how easy it
Sir,
is.
so we basically keep the base, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about the base, not changing the base at all. Any questions so far?
Sure, that is predicated on both bases being the same number, right?
Same, sir. Same, sir. Both bases must be the same. So if it is not the same, I can't work it, hard to work it. But there's a law, just one dege one, that if the bases are different, we can do something, but something must be fixed. Soon get there. So in this one, once you're multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm going to be adding my powers. I'm going to be adding my indices. I'm going to be adding my exponents. You notice I said indices. Singular is index. Plural, indices. Numero dos, number 2. When I'm dividing, and my bases are the same, it's going to be the numerator power minus the denominator power. When I'm multiplying, no. When I'm dividing and the bases are the same, it's going to be my numerator power minus my denominator power. So for example, I say to you, 5 to the second power over 5 to the third power. No, let us do a different one. 5 to the sixth power divided by 5 to the fourth power. It's going to be equals to 5 to the 6 minus 4, which is equals to 5 to the second power. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Good job.
sure.
Come on. So always go ahead, sir.
Would it be fair to say if it's a multiplication, then you add? If it's a division, then you subtract?
Correcto.
Okay, sir.
However, the bases must be the same. So your statement wasn't finished, your bases must be the same. If the bases are different, that can't work. All right. So I'm happy that you're seeing those two laws now. Let me give you another law. And I'm going to say to you, a to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the m times n. A to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the m times n. Sir, I'm not seeing that one. Okay. Thanks for
Neither
asking.
me, sir.
All right, cool, no problem.
Is that a 2 or a n?
Shanake, it's an n. Shanake, you write two like that, Shanake?
I was just about to ask if it's a 2 to sir, because
Sir,
you
me
need to
write
you
2
could be
and then me look at n, missy, so me have to rub it out.
Oh, goodness. All right. Okay. See, when you get how nervous now to blow out. Sure.
Oh,
Is that better?
yeah, man, we work with that.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So for example, if I gave you, say, 2 to the third power raised to the fourth power, what do you think the answer is going to be?
Two to the
third power times 4.
Which is equal to what?
Sir, it would be 2
12.
to 3 times 4.
Which is?
12. 2 to the 12.
12.
Yeah,
Good
2 to the
job.
12th power.
Good job. So easy it is. Any questions?
Yes, sir. It easy now.
Mm-hmm. When I get to the difficult part, I'm very honest. I will tell you, say, whoa. Pay attention. The one that tricky about it. I will tell you. All right. Jordan, was it you who asked if sorry, somebody saying something?
Yes, sir. Could you kindly scroll up so I can see number 1 again, please?
Problem.
Thanks.
Good. Jody, were you the one who asked if you believe that you can learn this online?
Yes.
Okay. How is it going so far though?
Sir, I know this by heart, you know, comedy good for math in high school. So this is something I've been know. So when I move on, you make it know.
All right. Big up yourself. All right.
All right, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Just one little thing. One little teeny thing. All right. So you see, when I was doing mathematics and we got to this section, screen kind of shut off. So the powers that all these numbers have, is it how would you put it? So for example, 2 with a power of 3, is that like 2 times 3? Yeah, so
No.
I'm not really getting the concept of the power at the
Okay.
top. I do know how to work it. Don't get me wrong. I can work it, but I never really got what it was.
All right. I'm actually trying to look to see where you saw 2 times 3, or are you just making up that?
No, I'm just making that up a while ago, sir. To say I don't exactly know what the power is.
Oh, you just make up that question. Oh, I was looking on my screen to see whether or not I have
No,
that.
man, that's not there.
Okay, all right, yeah. All right. So let us look back at to the top right. We have the A and the M.
Yes.
The A is representing the base. The A is representing the base. And you know, sometimes you go to work and one long time. Look one little summer work, and the people them said, you can get a commission job. So you really working to pay yourself. And you can start. Me tell them I'm not interested. Because if me work up my soul case and you're not gonna pay me even like the base money, you don't want it. Really, God. And the brother say, oh, all right, no problem, we can get a base, man. That was quite a while. So for example, same I will get a base of $2,500. I say, yeah, I can work with that. Because at least that no can send, pay bus fare. At least I'm not going home with something. I'm not left alone. That's what the base is. The base is the foundation stuff, and it is what it is that you're going to be using in order to get to other things.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is what is going to be now. And what is up top is going to be the power. It's going to be the power of the exponent or the index. Now you may ask me, what is that, sir? And where was I? Oh, I was in a class yesterday, and some students were asking me the significance of mathematics. And the student was rude enough to say, tell me how this really will help me in life, sir. Big man things, sir. And the student said to me, sir, in my 40s, and I've never in all of my life used them something else. So when you have to learn it? And I was crushed. And I said, all right, hold on. I said, say for example, you work in a warehouse. And the example I used was if you work at say Wesinco or Lasco, where you are required to, you work in the warehouse where you have these pallets of juices or water. And then the man them never know say go to school, just for argument's sake, and then say to you, say, you need to count how many drinks we have on the floor. How many mango cherries are there on the floor? We need to know because the driver who come from St. Elizabeth need X amount and you want to know if you stop the machine and run some more mango something. I say, all right, there you go. And you look and you see say you have X amount of pallets. So the pallet has a particular base number because some pallets hold 24. Well, some cases hold 24, don't?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then when you talk about the bigger bottles, they may hold 12, don't?
Yes, sir.
And when you hold the bigger bottles, they may hold 6. Talk true.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. And then now, how much of the 24 cases can hold on a pallet? That's what you need to find out. So it may be 10, it may be 12, it may be 15, it may be 20. So all you need to do is to get a base number. And then the power is going to be how many of those base numbers you have. And quick and fast, you can just calculate it, whoop, one shot. The man may give you 20 minutes to count them. And you outsmart the man and just use 1 minute and just calculate it and say, no, I'm going to do. I'm going to lay down for 15 minutes. And then come back and sweat and say, give the man 225, sir. Him say, sure. Him say, yeah, man. Because you're using the math. All right? So, and that's just one example that I can give you for the laws of indices. There are many more examples that I can find, on a production basis to give you the stuff. And it also forms a basis of what is to come in other areas, right? When we introduce it to exponents. So don't just look at it in isolation. I am preparing you for this because I'm going to be teaching you something else that you will have to use this for. So it's foundational work. All right. So now, no problem, Poppy. So now we did 3 laws. We looked at when I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm adding my powers or my indices or my exponents. And I'm also looking at when I'm dividing and the bases are the same, I'm subtracting the numerator power from the denominator power in Jesus' name. Anybody may see subtract the say denominator power minus the numerator power, I'm going to charge you. charging your lunch, and my lunch is not patty and cocoa bread, it's oxtail and little curry gravy. All right? So you have to remember it's the numerator power minus the denominator power. Please. Go ahead,
But
Jody.
it's already there in the order, so you know
Very
why
good. Very good. Yeah, man. Trust me. Over the years teaching, you'd be surprised to see what the students them do. All right. But yes. All right. So those are 3 laws so far. Let me attempt to write a 4th law. Let me attempt to write a 4th law. Lord Jesus, you know what?
So sorry, correct yourself.
So the nth root of A, the nth root of A, the nth root of A. It's like a square root sign where you have a number inside of the sleeve of the square root. I have a number under the square root. All right? Let me show you what the nth root of A is as an example. I'm going to use the same example. I was teaching this topic yesterday. I'm going to use the same example. You know, sometimes a man them say to you, and I'm going to answer the question, what is the square root of 100? What's the square root of 100?
10.
10. Okay. Do you know that sometimes, some time ago, many moons ago, the guys never had calculators to do the calculation. So they had to devise a way of how to do their stuff. So this is what they're doing. The nth root of A, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what the nth root of A is defined by. The nth root of A is defined by A raised to the 1 over n. All right? It's defined by A raised to the 1 over n. Now, that law is saying that this is going to be the square root of. Do you agree that 100 is 10 squares?
Yes, sir.
Good. And if I were to apply the nth root law, when you don't, let me put this in a different color. When you don't see a number in the sleeve of the end of the something, you're going to assume that it's a 2, right? But no, write 2 in there. You're only going to assume that it's a 2, but no, write no 2 in there. Let me ask you, is it grammatically correct for me to say the boy was seen reversing back?
Redundancy.
Redundancy. Is it okay for me to say the rain is falling?
No, because what else does the rain do?
But fall don't. And similarly, is it redundant for me to say the snow is falling?
Same concept, sir.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Same concept. So what we'll say in that case is that it is snowing or it is raining, because the poor snow and the poor rain can only fall. So we speak about redundancy here. So in mathematics, we also have something that we call redundancies, right? And this is one such one. So we don't put a 2 in the square root, in the sleeve of the square root. If you don't see a number in there, just assume that it's a 2. If a number is supposed to be inside there, they will put that number. So I'm putting that number in red to show that it's danger, because we really don't use a 2 in that. All right? Now look at how we're going to do the stuff now. So because I want to put the 2 there to highlight the point that this is what I'm going to now write. 10 squared raised to the 1 over 2. Because the nth root of A says it's going to be 1 over n. I am reciprocating it. Do you know what I mean by the term reciprocate?
Yes.
What is it?
Basically writing no what I mean no just count in words. So I reciprocate something. I don't know, sir. I know what I mean, but just count
Sir,
in
I mean
words.
by turn it around. I'm not sure.
Invert.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone else?
Recreate. I repeat.
I repeat. Come on now.
So you're
Talk to
doing
me.
the opposite?
When you say opposite, that sound like inverse though.
I use it back, sir. Use it reciprocating. I use it back.
Good afternoon to you.
I same thing where basically you do the same thing. So
After you, sir.
We don't know how to put it in word.
You better know how to put it in words.
sir,
There's a 4-letter word that students love to use.
What, recall?
It's a
that's enough.
4.
Sir, same.
No.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Turn it around. That's 3 words. It's a 4 letters.
All right, I think that turn should have asked, sir.
Oh, turn.
Yes.
Sir, let me just give an example now.
Give me an example.
So when you reciprocate something is like you return the favor. You know, like you do the same, yeah. It's like the same thing you do, but it's in a one little tip different way.
Corresponding, sir. Corresponding. Yeah, correspond or yeah, recreate. Same thing. What are we doing? Which word you have in your brain? You want list? Yeah, list of us, sir. Let me hear.
It's 3 consonants, consonants and 1 vowel.
Now I get that. Jeopardy with the pan.
So, sir, you basically like probably you're right, the 2 up at the top and the 1 on the something like that. I'm not sure. Reverse.
So we are
Sir, you're flipping it. It just come to me.
Sir, Mr. Turn it around.
Cockroach. You know, when you say turn it around, you know,
Sir, I just true me never know it, but that's what I meant.
You know, when you say turn it around, me start singing soca song in my head, you know. Don't sing it.
A good thing that.
Sir, I sing soca song.
Right?
Sir, a good thing that teach English, you know,
No, but isn't flip 3 consonants and a vowel? FLIP? Yeah. So some students will... Go ahead, sir.
All the suggestions we made were good.
Incorrect. No.
Just one fear specific word. That's unfair.
No, it's not necessarily a specific word, you know. It's just that if somebody the last person said if you have like 1/2, you have 2/1, and I said yeah, and then I said what is that, and then the person said flip. Yeah, man. So you're actually flipping it. So what is in the numerator now becomes the denominator, and vice versa. So when you reciprocate, you see the n over there, I'm reciprocating the n, because what I want you to recall is that whenever you write a whole number, there's always a 1 that the whole number is sitting on. Sir, what do you mean by that? Thanks for asking. Whole number 2 is exactly the same thing as 2/1. All right? Whole number 2 is the exact
That's the
thing
number
as,
that is over the 10. That is the power that's over the 10. That's what you use.
No. I'm just saying any whole number, another one.
Okay.
5 is equivalent to 5/1. Any whole number is that number divided by 1. So that's why I'm able now to reciprocate that whole number 2 and put it as 1/2.
Oh, sir, I think that was what she was just asking, if the number that you use outside the brackets, if that was the whole number 2 for the power of 10. No,
All right. Hold on.
The equation, sir, this will show something.
Yeah, man, but the question is it that 2 so you're asking about?
No, not that
That's
2.
what
But that's the
why I
2
said
that you're
no.
talking about, though.
Right. So that's why I said no. That's because
Okay.
I think I understood what you're asking. All right. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Okay, now let us look at law number 3. If you look at law number 3, what do I write for the answer for that question 4? Look at law 3.
100 and with the over do 1.5.
You tell me. What am I to do with it?
100 raised to 0.5 power. I don't know, sir.
No man, you need to look at the law number 3. The law
You're
3 says
saying law number 3, what would we do with law number 3
Mhm.
in 4?
in 4, right, right.
So law number 3, I think 10, we keep the base, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then multiply the 2 and the half
Mm-hmm.
together, which is
Mm-hmm.
probably 0.5, or just write the half.
Mm-hmm.
So you multiply the 2
Mm-hmm.
with the half, with the 1/2.
Mm-hmm. And what do you get? Tell me what you get.
Half it gonna be, sir.
So
Oh, what do
again?
we get?
Mm-hmm.
The half will give you 1. The answer will
It will give you 1. Okay, I heard somebody say 1. So that means 2 halves make a whole, don't it?
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So make
Yes,
a half. 10 to the first power. And guess what? 10 to the first power is going to be the same thing as 10.
that's 10.
10 to the first power is going to be the same thing as 10.
Oh, hold on there, sir. So, I'm trying to get to understand this. You said 2 half is a whole. So with this, you have to put back 1 over the 2
Mm-mm.
when the multiply, or there's a 1 already there.
Mm-mm. What I'm doing here is, come on, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to. What I'm doing here is to say that multiplied by that.
Yeah.
And when I multiply that, I'm going to get 1, a whole number, 1.
Okay.
Mhm. Any questions?
Sir, I don't see how you get the 1.
Hmm.
2
2 halves.
times 1
Times
over
a half.
2.
No, 2 times a
Sir,
half.
can scroll down. Let me see it, please.
Yeah, man. When you multiply the 2 times the 1/2 or 2.02
Times 0.5.
times a half, you get 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The 10 is raised, which you keep the base. The 10 is raised to the power of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So now we move from 10 to the power 2 to 10 to the power 1.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
raised to the 1 power is the same. So, sir,
Hearing you. Go ahead. Go
what
ahead.
if you never have a calculator and you say 2 times the half? So you write it out as 2 and the times there and then the half. So you say 2 times 1 equal 2 and you bring back the 2 down the bottom and then 2 cancel 2 equal 1. You could have did so or no?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But, by the time I finish with you, you know, you calculator, man. You don't know what to do.
So
All aboard? All aboard?
you sound confident,
Yes.
sir.
What do you mean? I'm not confident, man. I'm
No,
here to teach you
sir,
person.
but go ahead.
Sir, what's the answer?
The answer is 10. Remember, I asked the question, what is the square root of 100? And the class told me 10. So I just calculated it and show you that it's 10. So we got 10 to the first.
Sir, I have a question.
Go right ahead.
If we got a question like that, would we have to break it down the way how you did with the second power and all that stuff?
I'm going to say yes. It depends on the question that is given. In other questions, you could just write it and then just use the calculator and calculate it. Oh, let me
But sir,
pause
you
and talk.
missed out something important, using the law.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, a team member is calling me. Hold on for me, please.
Somebody's talking or
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm one of the team leaders, so every now and again a team member may call me, and I have to provide some support. So I should have told you that at the start, but don't worry about it. You will finish the syllabus. So that was a question from one of my team members. All right. Hold on there. 39? No man, that's fast. I forgot something.
sir.
Yes, miss.
Sir, you can do a next example, something similar to this one that you just did, please.
I will. I just want to present the laws, and then I will just go through with some examples and show you what them look like. Oh, something else comes to mind. I'm going to start getting the past papers from now, you see, because I will finish this area today, and I want to start working on some past paper questions. So if any of you have a past paper, I could take the questions and give the examples that was just requested from the past papers, because I'm going to present all the laws, and then we're going to use them to do some questions up to the end of the class today.
Sir, no, I was looking for some past papers, and it wasn't giving me the option. It's like they closed it off at a certain, I don't know why. Yes.
All right, I'll check. All right, number 5. So I wrote 2 laws. Anything raised to the first power is that thing. I we just did it a while ago. 10 to the first is equal to 10. 8 to the first is equal to 8. 100 to the first, it means that we just have 100. And then I wrote a second law. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Now hear me out, and hear me out well. I don't want anybody to go study my laws of indices and say, sir, law 5 is what we're going to use. But we not study the laws them as law 1 or law 2 or law 3, 4, 5. You have to tell what the law is saying. So what you can say is recall a to the first power is equal to 8. Or a to the 0 power is equal to 1. You have to know the laws. Please do not study them as I'm giving you, because some years ago when I'm teaching this course, the last time I taught this course was 2 years ago, or last year, probably last year first semester. Yeah, last year first semester. And or whenever it was. How I'm presenting these laws, I may have started with a to the first equals 0, and a to the 0 equals 1. And then with a to the m times a to the n is equal to a to the m plus n. So don't study them as law 1, law 2, law 3, 4. You have to know them. So this is what I was saying to you. Write them down. Take a snapshot of it, a snap of it, and have it on your phone screen, or have it in your email, and you just glance at it to study the laws, because when you go into the exam and they give you a question on indices, some questions may require 4 laws in order to arrive at the one answer. So you can't say, I know So I'm going to study the first 4 years and leave the other 4. No, you're going to be in problems because you don't know what question is going to come and which law to use. All right, so we're on 6. I'm going to give you a 7th one. The nth root of a to the m. The nth root of a to the m. That is going to be equals to a to the m raised to the 1 over n. And it is following from the same argument we had from before, which is simply going to be equals to a to the m over n. And I'm going to give an example of that one, not just yet. And then I think.
And sir, so it's not the same as 4?
No, it's not the same as 4. You notice 4 don't have a power under the I was about to say parentheses under the square root sign. 4 says the nth root of a. 7 says the nth root of a to the m raised to the m power. So you recognize we have another variable inside of it. Number 4 has only 3 variables, 2 variables, a and n. Number 7 has 3 variables, a, m, and n. Talk truth. Talk to me now, somebody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but there is a correlation of students passing a course and how it is that they participate in their class. You sit down and you think that I'm entertaining you, you're not passing a thing. You have to participate, allow the mind to go, allow the mind to work, and then you can engage me in conversation so it is that it can bring some clarity. All right, let's go. Oh goodness, was it Linval? Is it Linval? Linford?
Linford, sir.
Linford. Linford said, I'm not looking at my participants list. Linford asked a question. Was it Linford? I think Linford asked a question. If it has to be the same base. All right. What if I gave you this, Linford? A to the m multiplied by b to the m. But hold on, sir. But you know, understand only teachers, only say something can work one way and after that, what you say can work. All right. I did say though that we can have different bases, but something else has to be the same. Anybody remember that when I said it?
Yes, sir.
In this case, the power has to be the same.
The power has to be the same. You notice in the first instance,
The base was the
bases were the same. And guess what? This can only work with the multiplication version. It don't work with the division version. And then my answer now is going to be a times b raised to the m because of the 2 of them raised to the m. So it's going to be ab raised to the m power.
So we
Okay, yeah, I think I get it. So.
you know add them, you know.
No, we not add them. No.
Oh, when it's the power, you add. But when it's the base, you multiply.
When the bases are different, you're going to multiply. When the bases are the same, you add the powers. When the bases are different, you just multiply the bases and then put by the power.
Yeah, can scroll on, let me see.
Sure.
And the bases are the- Sorry, say that again. When the bases are different.
When the bases are different, but the powers are the same, you multiply the bases and put back the power.
Are you gonna give me an example with numbers?
Sure.
Okay.
Whoa. What do you think that answer is?
15 to the second
15
power.
to the
And 15 to the second power is how much number?
So
right?
15 times 15. Yeah. Mm.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
will it ever
Okay.
be will there ever be a case where the base and the power have different numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Question, is that
No, hold on,
225 necessary?
hold on. Let me just answer that question before. Yeah, there's a case where it can be different, and then the question can't work. So the student has just asked a question before the 2251. If the bases are different and the powers are different, you can't use indices.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Let me say it one more time. If the bases are different, the powers are different, you can't use indices. All right, you're asking if the 225 is necessary?
Yeah, because I don't understand that part.
Okay. What is put in the calculator 15 times 15 and see what you get.
Okay.
Oh, so sir, the power that is used is how many times you multiply the base number.
Aha. Somebody's seen something.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I see
No
that
problem.
long time.
All right.
Sir, when me just did I try to figure out if when me did I try explain it the first time, even though me pull that out of one hat. All right.
Sorry, so that means the number 2 answer would that be 25? No, 5 times 5, 25.
Yes, I. How I feel?
Feel good for now, man. Feel good for now.
Did I learn something tonight?
As you should. It's one of the things that I want you all to do. Every single night has to be a learning experience. Every single night has to be a learning experience. If it's not a learning experience, it is not a good one. All right, I'm gonna pause for 2 minutes. I want to give you an opportunity. I'm not going anywhere now. I was pausing to give you an opportunity to look through. All right, so I minimize it there. I know what tell me say you can't see it. You can bigify it from your system. I want you to just take a minute or two. I have one more to write, but I want you to just take a minute or two to go through the stuff. Very important.
Sir,
Go right ahead for me, please.
repeat?
I'm saying go right ahead.
Yeah, so when we don't answer the question, like when them ask 3 to like to some big power, we put the answer to them, I would just leave it as is. Because 3 to the 8 power now would that be 6,561.
Yeah, man. You know, we're not interested to write them something, so.
Yeah, so that me I want not have to answer them.
Yeah, man. I just did that to show you that 15 squares is really 225. And so when I answer question, when I did that up there, somebody says, what do you call it now? But then, sir, that means 5 squares are 25. I'm gonna say, yeah, man. So I'm just showing you, how flexible we can get. Yeah, man. So that's it. It's not hard, man. Trust me.
Mr. Shan,
Go
I
right ahead.
sent a message. I can check on it for me, please.
Hold on, let me just check it. Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm responding to you. All right. Miss B, I responded to you, but the rest of you now supposed to be looking, reviewing what it is that I did just now. Just look at it. Make sure that you understand it. I give you another minute and a half.
Mr. Shan? Mr. Shan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm responding to your message. Can you give me another response?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can you give another example for 4 and 8?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give you many more examples. What I want to do is there's one more that I need to write, Has anybody found a past paper? If you finish reviewing, just go to the library section on the website, and on the library you can put in math, MATH 1201. That's your math code.
So you can repeat that, please. The math code is what?
MATH, capital M, capital ATH, and the number is 1201, 1201.
And then we'll go to the library and give them the code to get the class paper.
Online library, man. Go to ecc.edu.jn.
Oh.
And click on the library, and you're searching for past papers, and just put in that math code, and all the papers that contain math 1201 will come up.
All right. So if we do that now, or over time?
Well, I mean, oh crap, we have 10 more minutes. All right, let me give you the last one. Last ticket one. And then I will just drop a question or two. One over a to the n is equal to a to negative n. 1 over a to the n is equal to a to the negative m. 1 over a to the n is equal to a to the negative m.
Sure, you get that.
Because it is that I am reciprocating, or if I give you a to the negative m, it's going to be equal to 1 over a to the positive m.
Okay.
In indices, we never normally write our answers as a negative index. So if one of your answers work out to be a to the negative n for argument's sake. You're going to put it as 1 over a to the positive n. You're going to put it as 1 over a to the positive n.
So now that one you cannot puzzle me.
Don't worry about it. You can see it. Let me just look at that. We have another 8 minutes. Let me just allow me to generate 1 or 2 questions.
Okay, sir.
All right. So so if I give you 3 to the 7th power times 3 to the 6th power divided by the 9 squared. 9 squared. Look at what I'm going to be doing. I want you to all work with me. I'm going to say, what is a base you think I'm supposed to be working in? What is the lowest base? So always try to work in the lowest base. What is the lowest base? You have 2 bases there. Name the 2 different bases you have there.
3.
3 and 9.
3 and 9. And then you're going to work in the lower in the lower one.
3. 3, sir.
Good. So what I'm going to do is to say 3 squared times 3 to the 6. Watch me. 9 is the same thing as 3 squared. Talk truth. Agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. 3 times 3.
And then I write back the 2 out there. So can you understand why I write back that 2 out there?
No, sir. Sure, because they are used about the same 2 over the 9.
The 2 and the 2, they're the same 2. And then the 3 squared is a 9.
Yes, so you just broke down 9 to 3 squared.
Very good, very good. So what I'm going to have now is, because everything now is in base 3. So I'm now going to have 3 squared multiplied by 3 to the 6th power. And which law up here do I use for 3 squares all squared? 3 squared all squared. Which of them?
I think it was
Let me see.
at the pause.
Number
Number 1.
Number 3, A.
Number 3. Right.
Yeah.
Number 3. A to the m raised to the n is going to be a to the mn. So it's number 3 that we're going to be using. So now we're going to have 3 to the 4th. Everybody see I get 3 to the 4th there now?
No, can
Yes,
repeat
sir.
where you get the 4?
Sir.
2 times 2. 2 times 2. Look at law number 3. Look at law number 3. So law number 3 there, I'll be define it.
Yes, sir.
Law number 3 said a to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the mn. So if I give it 2 to the 3rd power raised to the 4th power, the answer is going to be 2 to the 12th. Similarly, I'm telling you, where are we? I'm telling you 3 to the 2nd power raised to the 2nd power is going to be equal to 3 to the 4th power. Tell me that you see that now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good job.
French. I'm still catching on.
All right, good job. Thank you, JJ. All right, and then now I can now apply the law. When I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm adding my power. So this is going to now become 3 to the 2 plus 6. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Right. And that 3 to the 2 plus 6 is going to be 3 to the 8.
Yes, sir.
Over 3
8
to the
minus
4th.
4.
And then now when I'm dividing and the bases are the same, what do I do?
8
You
minus
know,
4.
Very good. So it's going to be 3 to the 8 minus 4. And what is 3 to the 8 minus 4 is same as what?
4.
3 to the 4.
All right.
And that's my answer. So let us look at this and let us see how many laws we were able to use. Was this one law right here?
Sir,
Sir,
we not fair calculate it, or if we just leave it at 3 to the 4th.
No, man, it's
Something
because
wrong if we calculate it, like write
no,
the answer.
no, you see, I only wrote the 225 up there because I wanted to show you something. But if you're given a question on indices, your answer supposed to be in an index form.
Oh, so
What
you're saying we should leave it like this.
like an index. Yeah. So if you're given but however they give you the question, that's the same format you need to answer in.
I'm sure we can use calculator in an exam.
Mm-hmm.
no must. Who must have most smart with a man in there?
Yes, these
I
are
would expect
big
you
numbers just broken down, so we definitely need calculator.
I would expect you all to have your calculators. All right,
I
do me a
don't
favor,
have it
guys.
now.
No,
but
right.
Next class.
Sure. All right, do me a favor, students. Stewie posted a pre-calculus paper. You need to tell her thanks, and you need to, and this one is 2018, no problem. You need to. I'm giving you something for homework. That's why I'm looking at it.
Yes, sir. Write it down on the board.
I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. So I'm not seeing any of those questions that I just did on. This paper is going to be useful nonetheless, but I'm not seeing any question on that. All right. So. Question 19. Question 19. All right, so far on this paper, it's just multiple choice question number 19 that you can work. Because I've not done the second part to this indices. And you would understand it's the first class, it's the first night. I don't want to scare you all. But I will stop here for the night and just ask, did you learn in, oh, no, lies. So that's one law. Then we use another law to say when we're adding, we're going to, when we multiply, we're going to add, don't?
Yes, sir. We use about 3 laws here.
And then we'll do the subtraction law. Very good. So there are 3
Yes.
laws that we use. So we use 3 laws. So that is just to show you the point that, you know, when they give you a question, you don't know. You may get a question with 1 diggy law, 2 laws, 3 laws, 4 laws, 5 laws. So you can't just decide which of the laws you're not going to use. You don't have that choice. You don't have that option. All right. So I'm pressing pause now at 7 o'clock. Quick question. Did anybody learn in Sir Linford say
Yes, sir.
him learn something? But anybody else learn anything? How was the
Yes,
class?
sir. I learn a lot.
Yes, sir.
And you make it easy.
Nice.
Not going to lie.
All right.
You made it easy. Yes.
I don't learn that thing.
Come on from a phone.
Sorry, did you say something about homework?
Yeah, man. Number 19. The multiple choice number 19. Please, guys, download the paper. As soon as you get them, you can drop them in the chat, please.
Okay, number 19.
Yeah, multiple choice 19. And you can keep it. And then when we're ready for class now, we'll just fork out the papers. Them. Don't just, but get them and just put them in one place. All right?
Yes, sir. I'm going to download them.
Please and thanks. It was nice having you tonight. I'm looking forward to big things for this class.
Same to you, sir.
Big up yourselves. All the best, guys.
Sir, it's a number 19 for homework.
So we have for that outside.
Go away from here. Yeah, multiple choice number 19, dearest.
Sorry, so I might not be coming back to your class. I just time me there with another class with join. So we come.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Have a good one, yeah, man. Take care, guys.
Mhm.